Welcome everyone. Today's class is about becoming familiar and becoming aware of our abs. Our abs are really important not only because of we look good when we have six packs, as they say, but also and more importantly, they sustain our back and they play a vital role in keeping us upright. So let's start on the back. Knees are bent and the feet are as wide as your inner hips. Place your hands on the belly, and we're just going to start with some breath awareness. Following the breath, flowing in and out the body. Making the breath slow and smooth, long and deep. And now I would like you to place your attention on the exhale. Noticing how with the exhale, the body relaxes, kind of releases. And the belly melts down towards the floor, and your lower back broadens, opens. So stay with the exhale, noticing how the body responds to the exhale. Especially the back, the lower back. We're going to start to move, and you can keep your eyes closed or open. Our first asana is going to be pelvic tilt. And we're going to get familiar with the lower abs and the pelvic floor. So imagine your pelvis is like a wheel. When we move the wheel forward, the lower back arches. I inhale, and when I exhale, the pelvis moves backwards, and the lower back flattens towards the floor. Try to move using your lower belly muscles rather than your legs. So inhale, the wheel moves forward, the lower back arches. And as I exhale, the lower back flattens towards the floor. And I feel the lower abs kind of getting tighter, working more. Inhale, pelvis moves forward, lower back arches. And as I exhale, the lower abs fire in, get tighter, and then the lower back flattens towards the floor. Beautiful. Now come to your tippy toes. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring the knees over the hips and the ankles in line with your knees. Now, your lower back at this point should be flattened on the floor. Think about the sensation when we were moving the pelvis backwards and we were exhaling, and the lower back was touching the floor. That's what we want now. We want the lower back on the floor, the whole spine on the floor, the chin gently tapped towards the chest. And this may be enough for some of us. Toes point towards the ceiling. And that's plenty. So here, you probably feel this whole area of your belly firing. That's what we want. So try to scoop the belly in rather than out. Yeah. Really, without tensing in the neck and without tensing in the shoulder. So this might be plenty. So just listen to what your body is telling you. And then if you want to go any further, place your hands on top of the thigh. The elbows can be on the floor if you want. Chin towards the chest, really scoop the belly in, belly button towards the spine. And then if you want, start pressing the hands against the thighs and the thighs against the hands. And now it's the whole abdominal wall that is becoming alive. Your upper abs, your mid abs, the lower back, everything is working here. And you're becoming aware of the different areas, of the different parts of your abs. We are going to hold it for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, and then exhale, bring the knees towards the chest and rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Ooh, nice. So, bring the knees over the hips, the ankles in line with the knees. And now we're gonna explore another area of the abs, the obliques, which are here on the sides, and they help us twisting mainly. So if you have a block or a pillow or a towel and you want to put it between the thighs, that helps the lower back. Especially if you have a sensitive lower back, please place something between your legs and really squeeze the legs together. And as you do so, you actually notice how the lower back, the lower arms really start to fire in. Open the arms to the side, palms facing up. Remember to align knees over the hips. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, twist towards the left, both shoulders on the floor. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, twist towards the right, both shoulders on the floor. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, knees towards the left, both shoulders on the floor. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist. Nice. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist. Last two. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist on your right. And roll to your right side. Taking away the block and coming to all fours. Hands and knees. Beautiful. In all fours, I'm going to take this off so that you can see better. We want to transfer the weight of the body. We want to transfer the weight of the body to the ground. So it's important to stack the bones. So I'm spreading my fingers really wide. Pink is touching the edges of the mat. And my shoulders are over the wrist. The wrist crease is parallel to the side of the mat. The hips are over the knees, and the knees are as wide as my inner hips. And we're going to start with some movements that are commonly done in most of yoga classes, cat-cow, but placing more awareness on what happens in our lower back. So from this position, move the shoulder away from the ears, look in front of you without tilting the head, and then place your attention on your belly. Really try to bring the belly towards the spine. And as you do so, you probably notice the lower back opening and lengthening. So moving with the breath, inhale, open the heart, look in front of you, arching the back. And exhale, pushing the floor away with your hands. The head hangs completely free. Look at the belly button. And then inhale, spread the collarbones really wide. Do not, I'm exaggerating, do not arch the lower back here. Do not stack on the lower back. There is always a little tension here, kind of like bringing the front of the body towards the back body. Open, exhale, round the spine, pushing the floor away. Shoulder blades come apart. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Inhale, come to neutral, neither arch or rounded. Place one hand on your belly. Check that it's not sagging towards the floor. Bring it towards the lower back. And then extend the left leg towards the back of the mat. Left heel pointing against an imaginary wall. Spread the weight of the body evenly through both hands. And then, if you want, you can lift the left leg hip high, not higher. Check and look what's happening in your left foot. The toes need to point directly down on the floor. Now place your attention on your hips. Are the hips even, or is this hip tilting towards the ceiling? Make both sides of the waist same length. Yeah, you can stay here, or if you want, you can come to the fingertips of your right hand and extend the right hand in front of you, reaching through the fingertips and find this beautiful diagonal line of energy from the left heel through the right fingertips. Look down in front of you. Your right ear is in line with your right arm. And then exhale, the hand down and the leg down. Beautiful. Other side. So extend the right leg towards the back of the mat. Push the right heel against an imaginary wall. Keep on moving the shoulders away from the ears, opening the heart. And then inhale, using the inner thigh muscle, lift the right leg up. And this might be plenty. Again, check what's happening in your waist and your pelvis. Sometimes the lifted leg wants to bring the left buttocks up, so tilting the pelvis. I'm exaggerating it. And that's why we lift the leg to the same height as your hip. Yeah, we want to create evenness here. This is like a tray. So if you had a cup, you would want to place the cup and the content of the cup not to be spilled. Yeah. So this may be plenty, but if we want to go further, come like to the fingertips of your left hand and then stretch the left arm in front of you. So I'm looking down at the mat. I'm pressing through my right hand as the left fingers reach for something. My left ear is in line with my left arm. I'm gonna check for a second what's happening in the foot. The right foot is pointing down towards the floor. That's the hard part. And then beautiful exhale, hand down and the knee down. Nicely done. Open the hips wider. Open the knees wider than your hips and sit down into child pose. Nicely done. Forehead on the floor. And then make wrist rolls in the wrist. One direction and the other direction. Beautiful. Use child pose to reconnect with your breath, to realign. And then inhale, rock forward. Bring the knees together. And now the knees are not in line with the hips. This time the knees are behind the hips. The shoulders are in line with my wrists. And this is already quite intense pose, I would say, for our abs. So bring the belly towards the spine. You can stay here. This is modified plank. Or we can explore full plank. So we stretch the left leg towards the back of the mat. So left heel pushes really hard against an imaginary wall. And then we add the right leg back. And I'm in full plank. I'm as straight as a board. Bring the belly towards the spine. Spread the shoulder. Look in front of you. Plank. Not everyone's favorite. And then exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, plank. Rocking forward as straight as a board. Exhale. Downward dog. Nice. Two more. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Downward dog. This is a very common transition in yoga. And the more you do it, the more your wrist will get used to it, the more the belly will get used to it. It's just a question of practice and Practice of awareness. Inhale forward. And exhale, bring the knees down. Open the knees wider than your hips. And sit down into child pose. Forehead on the floor. If you want, make the soles wrist rolls. And breathe. Bring the hands towards the knees. Push the floor away. And come up to sitting whole pose. And we are done for today. See you soon.